In this video, I thought I would briefly talk about the ModuleGraph, which is an internal concept of Webpack. This module actually represents the connections between different kind of modules that comprise your app. So I guess there is nothing new or nothing that you wouldn't expect, but what I want to point out in this video is how these modules are actually connected, or to be more specific, how these modules or how the nodes in this graph are connected. Because yeah, since it's a graph, you'll have nodes and edges that connect those nodes, but it's interesting to see how this module graph is actually built, because from my explorations there is a very clever implementation, and yeah, basically that's the idea of this video. So I would actually want to show you the little project that I'm using as a learning example. So I have an example here, ModuleGraph, right here. And by the way, this repo is called Understanding Webpack, which is also public on my GitHub, and I will add the link to it in the description. Okay, so what do we have in this project? We have a Webpack config, okay, which has this entry file as a single entry point, and this file will simply import all of these files. Each of them simply exports a string, except for oh no, I mean actually all of them export a simple string, except this one, which also imports another imports from another module. But in the end, they're all the same, and basically the module graph would be comprised in this case of these 5 modules, and this entry imports these 3, and A imports A1 as well. So this is a project that we'll base this video on. Now I would like to show you in a visual way how this module graph would look like, and then we will go with the debugger to make things a bit more interesting. So this is just a demo image, but this is actually what's going on. So this would be what I've just selected would be more of a real example of what the module graph is. It has a root node, and basically the direct descendants of this root node, which is null, will be the entry modules that you declare here, and this E1 will match to entry 1 from here. And what I want to your attention to focus on is how I've called this edge. Here I've written entry dependency. So when modules are connected in all kind of ways, the little thing that actually makes the connection in Webpack parlance is called dependency, and there are different kind of dependencies. In this graph, or in this illustration here, you can see only 2 of them, but there could be more. In this case, because E1 is the entry module, the dependency that connects this entry module to the root module, which kind of makes sense because this E1 in itself could be considered the root, but the dependency that connects this node to the module graph is called entry dependency. What it does, this dependency, this actual dependency, what it does, I don't know, but for example, E1, which is this entry 1 module here, this imports, for example, A, which is a simple module. I want you to focus your attention on this, on how entry1 imports A1. This is done by using the import statement, and because of that, the way E1 and AJS are connected is by using a harmony import dependency. I forgot to add dependency. Oh, it's hard to spell dependency. I have to type it faster to not get tricked by it. Okay, so E1 imports A with a simple import statement, which means that in the module graph, these two modules will be connected by a harmony import dependency. And in this case, I could tell you why this import dependency on the edge is important. This is particularly important to know, to be known by Webpack, when Webpack will generate the well-known runtime code, which is, for example, which is this code that you see here, this code that is barely readable. This, for example, you can see here that this, and you can also see by the comment, this line here that you see here has been generated been generated by using the fact that these two modules are connected with the harmony import dependency. And just so things are a bit more simpler, harmony import dependency is part of the graph when you see import statements. So this would be a use case for dependencies. There might be others which I don't know yet, but I know for sure that some dependencies that, once again, are responsible for connecting nodes in the module graph, some of them are used to generate runtime code in Webpack. Right, so I don't think I think we can skip the debugger part for this video. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.